there's going to be a change coming where you as a landlord are going to be restricted from deposit deductions to a tenant. I'm Garrett with Progressive Management, and AB 2801 is coming in July 1st of this year that you're going to be restricted in what damages you can deduct from a security deposit. Now, standard practice is that this should be done already, but laws are in place when a few people ruin it for everyone else. And this is the same thing that landlords have been overcharging, over improving their home at a resident's expense at their deposit. So the new law is going to require that you have to have 4 deductions for a property. This sounds like it should be normal and already done, but it's not the case. You're going to have before and after photos of what the tenant's property looks like before they took possession, and then after they took possession, and you have clear evidence to show that yes, they did damage the blinds, and yes, they did steal something from the property. But you also need to have clear processing of the deposit. So the 21-day return is still in effect, but when you are doing deductions to a deposit, you have to have them line itemed out. Again, this is standard policy on our end to protect our clients, but if you are doing deposit deductions, you need to have a line item that says the new window blind cost $100. The new dishwasher cost $400. Cleaning was a $400 expense, and ideally it's broken out either by a room or by a line item. Now, if you are doing the repairs yourself as a landlord, you are going to need to not only have pricing for the material, you need to have pricing for your time. And it has to be reasonable. What is a reasonable fee is going to vary, obviously, but you could price it at a handyman's hourly rate, which would be $50 to $70 an hour, let's say. You're going to have that line itemed out by hour on each job you do, just like you have to have receipts for the work you're doing for it as well. Now, if you hire out a contractor, they'll just be able to bill you and you'd be able to use that for the tenant's deposit. Our standard policy is that when someone moves into a home, you take an inspection of the property before they take possession, and you're doing individual photos of main areas like the appliances, especially the bathroom and the kitchen, and you're going to be doing an inspection at time of move out. You want to be fair to the tenants because you don't want to go to court, even if you think it is justified. But if you're in their shoes and they were in the home for 5 years, what's a fair deposit deduction? In our eyes, most work has a 5-year lifespan. And if they're in the home for 3 years, you're not going to be billing them for all the expenses that are in place. You would bill them for 40% of having to replace the carpet. The key is you can never use a tenant security deposit to over improve the home. You have to make it match the condition in which they had it upon move-in. So if they had carpet, you can't replace it with vinyl flooring, despite how nice it might look. You can at your expense, but not at the tenant's.